Nah, we're back.
Feels good to be here.
Oh,
Again?
yes. Yeah.
Randy was supposed to be here, but
He will be here eventually. So
he doesn't want to smell.
probably about halfway through the episode he'll show up. So until then, you're stuck with us.
With us.
With us.
Yeah, I wouldn't be happy either.
Yeah, don't be too excited.
It's just like the last... So, what have you been into?
Not much. Work.
Me too.
And preparing for this episode. And letting Randy pick what time the episode started.
Yeah.
And that didn't happen.
On the bright side, though, we do have a lot of things to keep you entertained.
That's very true. As always.
My thoughts, his thoughts, together.
And eventually Randy's thoughts.
Eventually.
He told me at 3:45.
It's like waiting for Jesus to come back. We never know. We've been waiting a while.
He told me at 3:45 that he would be ready in about an hour, which means in about 15 to 20 minutes.
He could be here.
Should be here, yeah.
I've been praying about it.
Very hard. And long.
The only problem that I seem to be having is, like, no answer.
That's how it goes, man. Like
a sham? Is that what you're saying?
yeah. Like, I've never seen a burning bush talk to me.
I want a burning bush to talk to me.
I wish I had.
Actually, I've had a couple burning bushes talk to me, but it was mostly just because they were filled with air. I really need to start thinking my choices over if her bush is burning.
Oh yeah, so this episode is sponsored by, if you tell somebody that you're going to be there at a certain time, be there at that fucking time.
Yeah. It's also brought to you by this nipple.
Just that one.
The right one you're going to have to pay for.
Did you do that to figure out which one it was?
Yeah, I was like, is this the left or the right? I can't remember.
Oh man.
It's
All
been
right.
so long since I've touched my own nipple. I don't know which
Yeah.
one's the right or left.
Yeah, usually it's a very long span of time.
Not only that, but, like, I still have to do that. I still have to right or left. I don't know. Right or left. Let me put my hands up like I'm about to get shot by a police officer. Swear to God it wasn't me.
Oh man. Well, we are excited to be back.
I'd probably get away with it.
Yeah, because you're white.
Exactly.
And we apologize for the episodes being 2 weeks apart for this season. Hopefully going forward, starting with next week with episode 4 of this season, it'll be back on track to every week. What we're gonna do actually is, now that my good pal Seth here has weekends off,
Look at me go.
we're gonna start recording on
Climbing up that corporate ladder.
Yeah, we're going to start recording on Saturdays. We will still upload Sunday, but we're going to start actually doing the episodes on Saturdays because we both have less distractions on that day. Because it's been hard. That's the reason, is the week after the first episode, Seth was busy that Sunday, and we weren't able to record it. And last week, after the second episode, I was busy, so we weren't able to record it. But going forward, we're probably going to record these Saturday, probably, afternoon sometime. But I feel like it'll be easier to get everybody here. Maybe Saturday nights, just depending on who the guest is, because we kind of have to work with their schedules too, because obviously they are not capable of making their own schedules. Looking at you, Randy.
This is pretty amazing, dude. I can shoot myself a lot for a guy that has never shot himself before.
Yeah, I don't know if it'll...
A lot of live rounds here. That you...
Alright, well, welcome back. Now that we're 5 minutes into it, just shitting all over Randy.
I've done that before. Physically.
That's his fetish.
He was like, Seth, come over. I was like, why? He was like, I want to be your toilet.
Yeah.
I was like, okay.
That's the direct quote.
See you then.
I want to be your toilet.
And I said, I want to be your dog. And he said, Iggy Pop's not here today.
Well, you got your phone on you?
Yeah, actually. It's broken. Check this out. I was drunk.
I have a hoodie with that on it.
I thought you were talking about the broken spots. I was like, why would you pay for something broken?
Yeah,
But anyway.
I have a hoodie with the broken spot on it.
But no, like I was drunk and I was rolling around on the floor. Like I do.
Oh, okay.
And,
I see it now in the top left.
Yeah, and it just spiderwebbed all the way down. So now I got to get a new phone on top of the new phone that I got last month.
Oh, that's the phone you got last month?
Yeah.
Nice.
It's almost like God's laughing at me profusely.
Have you... I mean, do you get like a special deal? Do you have to like outright buy another phone?
No special deals. The thing about that is, I bought this phone from Walmart. You know, kind of a place where you don't really get too many options. I mean, look at the workers. They look like they haven't had a good meal in probably about, 10 years?
They hate their life.
Like, what the fuck's wrong?
Oh, good old Walmart employees.
I take that back. It's almost like there are two Walmart workers, and one has a diet of nothing but tubs of butter,
Yeah.
and then the other one's just doing heroin in the back.
Yeah.
No offense, Avery.
And they're...
I have a friend named Avery that works there.
Which one is he? The butter?
The butter one.
Okay.
No offense. He's right here.
Oh, what's he doing?
Being a hippie.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah, dude, I would love to chill with you. At 9. But anyway, what you want me to look up there? Are we going to do one of our segments?
Yeah, we're doing what's Matt Lauer up to in the last 2 weeks.
We'll find out.
After Mr. Popular over here responds to his...
Trust me.
379 text messages.
I only had one. My life is just...
Yeah, one from each of his 379 contacts.
My life is a sinkhole. Egregious and rude. Worm-fested and frothy.
Yeah.
Frosty and lewd. Let's see here. Matt Lauer. Sorry, I didn't want you to see all that porn.
Let's see if he...
Matt Lauer, news today. Oh, wow, this is hilarious. On June 20th, an article was posted by TNC, also known as the Town and Country Magazine. And they were asking, what is Matt Lauer doing now?
That's what we're asking.
That's exactly what we're asking. It seems as though...
like... Not to interrupt, I feel like they kind of stole our story.
They totally have. It's like they know. They know that if we get a hold of this juicy... Okay, it's like a juicy
steak.
Juicy juice.
So it's like literal juice?
Yeah, it's just juices. And lots of juices. Let's see. A year and a half after former Today Show host Matt Lauer was ousted for what NBC News chairman Andy Lack called inappropriate sexual behavior. All right, so first of all, if there's a guy judging your sexual behavior by the last name of Lack...
Oh, that's perfect.
I just don't think he would know too much about sexual, anything.
Because he's lacking.
He's lacking in sex. Which Matt Lauer obviously could have helped. If he would have just walked up to the guy, he could have been like, hey.
Yeah, Matt Lauer just needs to write a book.
He does. But the former anchor is back in the spotlight, apparently. This time as part of a controversy around today's 25th anniversary. Hey, we talked about this last time to shed some light on the situation here. Matt Lauer.
Yeah, so we talked about it 2 weeks ago, and that's what we in the business call a callback.
Yep, it's a callback. Hello, I answered. I'm answering. So, to answer this call, I don't know, excitedly, I guess. I'm excited about it. Pretty much what happened was, Matt Lauer and Ann Curry both carried the Today Show for 30 years, you'd say? Maybe a little longer?
I guess it was 25.
Oh yeah, 25. Oh my
It
god.
says that.
It was in the title.
It was the whole point.
Almost about 30 years.
They weren't on there the whole time, though, were they?
Just about.
Were they on there?
Yeah, don't you remember growing up and seeing their big dumb faces on the TV?
I do remember seeing them when I was young. I do remember that.
Goddamn, I wish people liked me that much. You know? I could tell you what's going on today. It's fucking hot outside.
Dude,
Don't go out there.
Speaking of that, I could be a meteorologist, man. Like, that's like the easiest job. It's like, it could rain, it could not.
I don't know. Stick around, we'll all find out.
Like, literally, when they're like, there's a 50% chance of rain, it's like, wow, that's literally saying, I don't know.
It's like a half and half. You ever had a half and half?
Like, the milk?
Yeah.
I have not had a half and half.
Me either. But, that doesn't matter. What does matter is that while the 5-minute video shared a number of iconic moments from today's run, fans were quick to point out that Lauer
was not in it.
Who served on the show for 20 of its 25 years, was notably missing from the clips. And I have a feeling that has to do with the fact that he was probably bent over somewhere or, you know, had his mouth on something. It's kind of hard to... You might find it on a porn website.
I don't know if anyone wants to see that. But
I kind of want to see Matt's flower.
But what's funny about that is my mom actually used to work with a girl who was like obsessed with Matt Lauer.
Really?
Yeah, like I don't know how she's holding up after all this stuff came to light.
She might be loving our show.
Possibly.
You're welcome, Jordan's friend of his mom.
Yeah, I can't remember what her name is.
Tracy, I bet.
No.
But now we know what Lauer's doing now.
What's he doing now? Oh, wow.
Since his firing from the Today Show in November of 2017, Lauer has reportedly spent his days holed up in his Hamptons house, where he's been staying quiet and focused on family. Nice. Oh, so now you're doing that to your family?
Yeah, he's focusing just on his family.
That's disgusting.
Yep.
I don't even know if I want to keep doing this.
So,
fucking your family. That's disgusting.
So, I mean, is that literally all he just sits at home all day?
Yeah, I guess so. I mean, there's really not much you can do.
Poor guy.
I've never diddled anybody, but I would imagine that if I did diddle someone,
someone would get upset.
It'd be real hard for me to get around.
Yeah, probably hard to get another job.
Once your friends find out about that stuff too, they become your enemies. Never. If you want to keep your friends and you want to keep your family, don't diddle people.
That's all you gotta do.
Diddle.
That's all you gotta do.
That's what a diddle is, by the way.
We did that last episode too. I said we were talking about him.
Diddling.
No, we were talking about Kevin Spacey.
No,
we were talking about Kevin Spacey.
Hey, use my sock.
What'd you do? Oh, you spilled some coffee.
I did.
Oh,
but I got great news.
What's that?
My sock is absorbent and it comes in 20 colors. Get one today.
All right. Yeah, I'm not rocking the socks. I'm rocking.
There's a number at the bottom.
Feet. Yeah, we'll put a number in there.
You are going to put the number, right?
Yeah, in post. We'll put it in there. we'll have some kind of number.
1-800-6969. I repeat, 1-800-6969.
Yeah, when you answer, Takashi69 picks up.
And he goes,
No, he doesn't do that.
Yeah.
He doesn't do that either.
That's pretty much the sound of 69.
He goes, you know, right?
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
That's what he sounds like.
He's like a retarded gremlin. It's beautiful.
It's beautiful.
I love Takashi69.
Oh,
he's in prison now. I wonder how many people have fucked that 9.
Has he? Did he go to prison?
I guess so. I don't know.
I knew that's what he was like headed for because he like videotaped like his manager like getting a blowjob from an underage girl.
Nice.
Yeah, buddy.
That's one way to do it.
Yeah.
What kind of world are we living in?
And now, what's Florida Man been up to? Actually, what are the top headlines of today? The cast of Power dropped the official Season 6 trailer at the Essence Festival, and now you can watch it.
God, I'm excited.
Let's see. AC/DC icon makes heartbreaking death announcement.
Oh, he's gonna die. That's not good.
No, it was their guitar tech.
Oh.
So, I don't know. That's the thing about news articles, people. You gotta read the whole article, because if I hadn't, everyone would have thought that someone from AC/DC died. Red Dead Redemption 2 is getting this highly anticipated feature in the next update. Let's see, it is... they'll be able to reset their Red Dead Online character's look without affecting progress. Wow. I don't play online, so...
Rockstar, you guys need to step your game up.
Ed Sheeran released a new lyric video. Maynard James Keenan calls out Van Halen for disrespect.
Whoa. Fucking James. Alright.
And it is Ringo Starr's birthday today.
So is it Maynard or Menard?
I think it's Maynard.
Maynard. Alright.
I'm gonna say Maynard.
I feel like it's Maynard. I feel like you're right and everybody else is just pulling our fucking chains.
So, happy birthday, Ringo Starr. He turns 78 today.
Hey, isn't he dead?
Ringo Starr?
Yeah.
No.
He's still alive? Okay, him and Paul.
Him and Paul.
It's just him and Paul.
Paul's dead, too. So.
Yep, yeah. Oh, yeah, I forgot. Do you believe that?
Paul's dead there? I don't know, man.
It seems legit.
It does. Have you read, like, all the clues and
Yeah.
stuff? Dude,
Pretty fucking weird.
It is weird. And, like, it's really good clues, too. It's not just like, oh, he's dead, and that's it. But, yeah.
But if you were poser Paul McCartney, would you really want people to know that you are Paul McCartney?
That's true, man.
Like,
I would work so hard to keep that.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly. People think I'm fucking Paul.
And now for Florida Man. So July 1st, Florida Man clings to the hood of a car traveling at 70 miles per hour.
I would have slammed on the brakes.
A 22-year-old Florida man was caught on camera clinging to the hood of a car traveling 70 miles an hour down Interstate 95 near Miami. Junior Francis. What a name. He held on with just one hand for more than 15 minutes because he was using the other hand to call the police.
Oh my god, what?
I held on like this. It was with one hand, and with the other hand, I'm holding the phone, listening to hear what is going on with authorities, Francis demonstrated.
What the
So like this.
What the fuck
Like
is
this.
going on?
The car was driven by his on-again, off-again girlfriend,
Of course.
Patricia Isidore. Francis said both of them needed the car on the night of June 24th, but Isidore beat him to it.
Sounds like it.
She turned the engine on, dropped it in reverse, and started driving out, and then that's when things took a turn, Francis said.
Right or left?
Daniel Mato was driving alongside the two when he noticed Francis on the hood. He pulled out his phone and began recording the incident. Mato captured a glimpse of the car's speedometer that showed as 70 miles an hour.
That's the thing, man. People are never trying to help people anymore. They're too busy recording the misfortune.
Yeah. So the girl was arrested and charged with crimes against a person, exposing them to harm. She has since been released from jail. Police told local media that she needed the car to pick up their 5-year-old daughter from a relative's house. Francis refused to press charges against the mother of his child and refused to give a sworn statement. That's true love right there.
Hey, that just reminded me of something, dude. So, I grew up. What happened? No, you tell me first, because
It's the next Florida Man. No, they gotta wait.
Okay,
This is
alright.
the best one that has ever happened.
So me, my friend Jesse,
Yeah.
my friend Joey, we stole his mom's car. And we went around driving, and we were bored. Joey had the bright idea to get Jesse to hood surf.
Nice.
So Jesse's on top of the hood, and he's hood surfing, and he's honestly wearing it out. He's doing a great job, and he has perfect form. The issue is, Joey got nervous. For whatever reason, I don't know why, he looked like a god. Slams on the brakes. Jesse goes flying off of the hood of the car. And then you just see... Yeah. I don't know what it was.
Oh, it was closed. Never mind.
But this is all we heard out of Jesse's head. I don't know how he's alive. Yeah, on the pavement. He can't smell things now.
What?
Yeah, his sense of smell is gone. He got hit so hard. Nope, none. He's smell blind.
Wow.
He smell...
Wow.
Yeah.
Alright.
What happened?
Are you ready for this?
Oh, I'm ready.
July 2nd. Florida man sits on gun, shoots himself in penis.
Was it just the tip?
A Florida man accidentally shot himself in the penis when he sat down on a gun in the driver's seat in his car. The Jacksonville Sheriff's Office says the man ran into his girlfriend's house Friday after the gun discharged. She saw that he had a wound in his groin and took him to the hospital where he underwent surgery. The Sheriff's Office said the 38-year-old man had a previous conviction for cocaine possession and may now face charges of being a felon in possession of a firearm.
Oh, really? So you blew your dick off, now you're in trouble. That sucks.
Oh, man. Florida man never disappoints.
No. I want to find a crazier place than Florida, but it's impossible.
Oh my god. Alright, July 3rd. Florida man dies in explosion after attempting to microwave a microwave.
How did you get it to fit?
A Florida man has had one of the most... Oh my god, who wrote this? This is not a news website.
This is not a news website.
Not the way this is worded. A Florida man has had one of the most epic deaths we've ever written about.
Pretty fucking cool, man.
26-year-old Bill Davis died yesterday after attempting to microwave a microwave. He was in a video call with his friends, and since they were bored, they dared him to microwave a smaller microwave, and he did it. I didn't really think he was going to do it. He is one of our craziest friends who would do anything to make us laugh, said Michael, who was in the video call. He had a big microwave and a smaller microwave at home, said Vanessa, another friend. He put one into the other and plugged in the biggest one, and then it started, she concluded.
And then it started.
He turned it on for 4 minutes and 20 seconds.
Of course he did.
And we all laughed about that.
We all laughed about that,
said Theo, another friend. But we stopped laughing when we heard the explosion and the video call stopped. After hearing the explosion, they called the police and found that Davis was dead. Please don't try this at home.
Get what you pay for these days.
Oh my god.
Get what you pay. That's what my dad always used to say when something dumb happened like that. Get what you pay for, boy.
Let's see.
What's that even mean, Dad?
And on good old Independence Day, what happened in Florida? A Florida man pretending to be a cop pulls over a real deputy.
You know how fast you were going, you son of a bitch.
The Hillsborough County Sheriff's Office on Thursday night arrested a man accused of impersonating a law enforcement officer while trying to pull over a real deputy. Barry Lee Hastings Jr. is charged with impersonating a public officer. It happened just before 8:30 p.m. on Interstate 4. The Sheriff's Office said a black Crown Victoria with white and amber lights flashing behind an off-duty Lee County deputy. The real deputy pulled to the shoulder of the interstate. Hastings told the deputy to slow down, according to the Sheriff's Office. The deputy asked to see Hastings' credentials twice. The Sheriff's Office said Hastings told the deputy he is a law enforcement officer and his credentials were at the office. The Sheriff's Office said Hastings then told the deputy to follow him back to the station so he could show him the said credentials. The deputy told Hastings he was going to get law enforcement involved and dialed 911, according to the Sheriff's Office. Hastings drove on I-4 eastbound before a deputy stopped him. Deputies found a functional siren box and lights set up inside the Crown Victoria, along with a citizens band radio.
I wish I was that elaborate and stupid shit.
Oh God!
You know what I mean? Like,
why is it Florida, man?
How come we can never find anything cool like that to do out here?
Oh, man.
It seems like it'd be so much easier.
Let's see.
There's no shortage of Crown Vics out here.
July 5th, Florida man hit by celebratory gunfire during 4th of July fireworks show. Florida man was shot in the shoulder by gunfire during a 4th of July fireworks celebration, the Tampa Police Department said. Scott Deal was walking through the amusement park Busch Gardens around 11:30 p.m. when he felt a sudden pain in his left shoulder. His wife noticed he was bleeding, and Deal sought medical attention. A responding officer determined from the wound that the bullet had come from behind, striking Deal at a downward angle. The injury likely occurred as a result of celebratory gunfire going off in the surrounding area during the fireworks show. Deal received treatment at Tampa General Hospital and is expected to be okay. X-rays of the man's injury did not show the bullet, so it made an exit. So he's got an entry wound and an exit wound.
In one end, out the other.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Florida man arrested for urinating on car and running away from police. July 6th. So let's see.
I wonder if he left a trail.
According to NWFDailyNews.com, a 30-year-old man in Fort Walton Beach, Florida, was arrested after a police officer witnessed him stumbling out of a residence and urinating on his neighbor's car. A blatant case of... This is a real news site.
What did they say?
And this is what they said.
Oh my God.
A blatant case of I-cup.
I see you. Are you fucking kidding me?
The officer confronted the man and told him to cover himself and sit on the ground. However, when the officer went to speak to the owner of the residence, his suspect stood up and ran away. This is also a direct quote from this news website. Because when you gotta go, you gotta go.
They're so funny over there at News Center 6.
The officer was able to chase down and tackle the street sprayer.
The street sprayer.
Who was charged with indecent exposure, breaching the peace, and resisting arrest.
I gotta be honest. I wish I was called the street sprayer.
Oh, God.
It's not fair.
Alright, and... July 7th, nothing has happened yet.
Oh, you give it time.
Nothing's happened yet. In Florida, maybe. There's only been one other day since we've been doing this little segment. It's only been one other day where there was no Florida man news. And I think it was in the first episode. And it literally was no news for Florida man. Florida man had no news that day.
He was busy trying to plot on how he was going to fuck Florida over.
That's what he's doing today. He's just trying to figure out what's happening.
Not to mention
what
the 4th
he
of
can
July.
get into. Yeah, he took a holiday
I would too.
for the 4th of July.
Could you imagine being that fucked up all the time?
No.
It's almost like living like an alcoholic, but extreme.
But alcoholics don't say they're alcoholics. Are they really alcoholics?
I mean, I would admit to it, I feel like. But I've tried that before, and people are like, you don't drink enough. So then I try to step my game up. And then people are like, Seth, you're drinking way too much. And I was like, this is the level I'm trying to get to, people.
It's like this is literally what an alcoholic is.
Yeah, you guys said I wasn't. Pissed me off.
I am what I am. And what I am is wasted.
A drunk.
Wasted.
And
Speaking
a
of that,
sodomite.
I got beer if you want one.
Do you?
Yeah.
What kind of beer you got?
Miller High Life.
I would have a beer, but we both know what that entails.
More beer?
I would want another beer.
I only had 2.
I know, that's the thing. You run out real quick. And then
I literally had 2 left.
It's okay. I've got like a bunch of vodka at home for some reason.
I mean, I've got liquor. I want that.
No, I gotta drive.
I've got some Jim Beam vanilla.
See, I How do you feel about those?
Ooh, I love it.
Okay.
It's dangerous.
See, there are people on both sides of the spectrum here. I've never tried a flavored whiskey before.
It's not bad.
But there are people that are like, why would you want to sweeten something up like that? And then there are people that are like, oh my god, this shit's amazing.
I like it. I think it tastes awesome.
I'll probably think it tastes awesome too. I'm not really that... I never understood that. People think when you drink, you gotta drink the shittiest tasting thing. They're like, trust me, man, if it doesn't suck, it ain't good. And I'm like,
yeah, if it doesn't burn.
Yeah.
If it doesn't burn.
And I'm like, okay, why don't we just go get the rubbing alcohol and make it a real party? You know?
See, I don't drink liquor that much, and that's why, because I don't like the burn.
Oh, I just drink liquor because it's so fast.
Like, well, yeah, I mean, if
You
I'm
know?
trying to get fucked up, then yeah, but... but no, I mean, if I'm just, like, drinking a drink, like, there's very few liquors that I can just drink by itself. Actually, we had my neighbor had a bonfire a couple weeks ago, and a guy that was there was, like, making drinks for people.
Yeah.
And he made me some kind of drink with, like, rum in it. Dude, that is, like, the best beverage I have ever tasted. I forget what was actually in it, but dude, it was so good.
Anything that you mix with rum usually is going to turn out okay.
Yeah, it was like,
I fucking love rum.
I know it had like weird stuff in it that you wouldn't expect. It was like rum, I know Sprite was in it, like just ridiculous stuff that you wouldn't expect to be in it. The base was coconut rum though. And so, I mean, it tasted so good.
We would make, like, me and my friend Jesse would make, like, rum and Pepsi, because we're too good for Coke. So...
Was it good?
Yeah, it was great.
Well, speaking of that, though, so Coke has been around for a long time.
Yeah.
So it was around before refrigeration. So Coke, when they first made it, was meant to be drank hot or warm. And Pepsi was made after refrigeration, so it was meant to be drank cold. If you drink cold Pepsi or hot Coke, it tastes kind of the same. Because it's like the same ingredients.
Oh yeah.
Much. Like but if they're cold, they taste different. And the reason is because the ingredients in Coke, when it gets cold, it changes the properties of all the, spices and stuff they put in it. But if you drink it hot, all that stuff gets dormant, and it tastes like Pepsi. The more you know.
So, I gotta get on my soapbox.
Alright, let's do it. You need a step stool for it?
No. But, in a situation where a grown man says something audibly, and you
I don't know where he's going with this.
may think it's a bad thing to say.
What are you about to say?
Basically, anytime...
People with the virgin ears might want to cover it up.
Well, no, it has nothing to do with that, and everything to do with hypocrisy. Whenever... I don't know, quit being so sensitive. That's pretty much where I'm trying to come from.
Quit being a bitch.
Yeah, because, like, I say a harmless comment, and somebody's like, oh, you better not say that.
I wonder who you're talking about.
But then they go around talking about all these people's vaginas
Ooh.
in public where people can hear them.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I'm not name dropping.
So I hope everyone had a happy 4th. And hope everybody was safe and used designated drivers.
Jordan's like, no. Jordan's like, no, let's not.
I didn't want to stop your train of thought, but I also didn't want it to derail and just have the rest of the episode just be you pissed off.
Has that happened before?
No, but I had a feeling that this could have been the day.
Oh, no, never.
Never.
I don't get angry.
Never.
I I turn all my bad feelings into happy feelings.
How so?
Coffee.
There we go.
Cigarettes.
You don't smoke.
Well, close enough.
Your mouth fedora.
My mouth fedora. My pussy stick. Too bad it doesn't smell like it.
Like a stick, right?
No, like a pussy.
Hey, what's brown and sticky?
What?
A stick.
You got me there.
Yeah. I'm full of jokes, man.
Sometimes I like to pretend that I'm funny. The other day, I posted on Facebook, and I was drunk. That's probably the worst time to post on anything.
That's the best time.
But I thought this was hilarious. I posted, and I quote, "At least when my kidneys fail, you guys won't have to laugh at my stupid jokes anymore." End quote. Alright? 3 people laughed. Everybody else was like, "Not funny, Seth. We love your jokes." And I was like, if you loved my jokes so much, you would be laughing at this one.
Oh, man. That's true.
What are you talking about?
That's true.
Some great shit.
Oh, well, we're at 36 minutes, and
No Randy.
Randy's not here. I'm gonna see if he's like
Alive. Yeah, let's find
texting
out.
me or anything. He said at 4:43, I'm done with laundry. I just have to take it upstairs. So I'm gonna ask him, what time will you be here?
Sir.
So he was at the laundromat. That was the whole issue. So this episode might go kind of long. Because I feel like we might go over an hour.
We could.
Especially since Randy isn't here yet.
He has failed us.
Like I said at the beginning, we let him pick the time that this was supposed to happen.
Yeah.
The only other time that we've had to start late from the agreed time was when Antonio was on, and I was like 20 minutes late.
Those were good times, though.
What? Just in the car?
Him sitting awkwardly in my living room.
How did that go? I don't
know, he didn't really say much. Just the thing, and he was like,
kind of chilling out.
Yeah, and I was just like, should I say something? And I was in my pajamas. I was honestly.
Oh yeah, you were.
Real baked.
Oh hell yeah.
So I was just like, what should I say to this guy? Hey man.
You should have just been like,
poke him.
You are black.
Yeah, right. Hey man, did you know that like there's a lot that sets us apart, but mostly it's just your increased melanin, which is impressive. I wish I had more, because every time I go out into the sun, there's a possibility I could die.
Yeah, I don't burn though. I just like automatically tan.
I sear.
I'm like leather.
I'm like shit.
Yeah, you can even see it in this shitty light.
Yeah, I'm so pale.
Look at the difference.
If you ever needed a neon sign,
Seth will stand in front of your place of business.
Yeah, naked.
For $3 an hour.
Maybe even less than that. Maybe even $1. I'll go $1 an hour.
$1 an hour.
If I sit out there for 10 hours, make $10.
Dude, that's the dream.
Like, why would you not want $10 a day?
That's the dream.
After 100 days of work, wait, no, after 10 days of work, you would have $100.
So we need to figure out where Randy is gonna sit when he gets here.
In the middle.
On the floor.
He's our little boy.
On the floor. Yeah, he's our son.
Yeah,
He's our son. You guys don't know it yet, but we are actually the first men who have ever given birth that were born men.
Guess who has the vagina?
Neither of us. We both birthed half of him.
We gotta put it in. He's like a melted piece of cheese.
He's like a modern day Frankenstein's monster.
God, do we hate him?
He's such a fucking disappointment.
Little bastard, I tell you.
Oh God!
What are we gonna do?
We do need to figure
I can't
out.
afford an abortion in this economy.
We do need to figure out where he's going to sit though, because I don't. Well, I've got a stool over there. He can sit on the stool.
He's gonna have to make it work at
Right
this point.
here, I guess. I don't know. I mean, he can sit on the floor if he doesn't care. Oh, the original plan also was we were supposed to film this at his house.
I forgot about that.
We
Already, see?
like I was on my way to his house and Seth was already at his house.
I love
And
this
he
house.
was not at his house and neglected to tell us that.
I didn't get to go inside, but I love the place. It's beautiful.
All the apartments. I'm gonna dox him right now. Just
Yeah.
waste our time.
yeah. Just fucking, we hold the cards.
Yep. That's.
We hold the fucking. I love you, dude.
Yeah, we're just kidding. It's.
Nah.
I mean, we would have done the episode, either way. We're just hoping that he gets here eventually because we didn't plan on this episode going over an hour, but it's about to, I'm pretty sure.
I don't know, man. Probably.
Yeah, well, I mean, he's got 19 minutes to do whatever. I feel like
Yeah, the thing about it is,
this might be an hour and a half.
or, hear me out. Nah.
What were you gonna say?
It's like, you can have him on next week.
But record it this week. Because he's on his way here.
Oh, is he really? Well, then let us sit here. I guess. Wait for it. I don't know.
Alright.
He's like down the road.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if he's down the road, but he said all he had to do was take his laundry upstairs, and he only lives like 8 minutes from where I live.
Yeah, that is true.
So, well, I said, what time will you be here at 5:07, which was like 6 minutes ago,
Yeah.
and he has not seen it or responded, so he may be driving. So hopefully, he'll be here soon. So yeah, if this episode does go over an hour, I apologize. The last one went over an hour though, by a couple minutes.
It did. And we were okay with it.
The most viewed episode, actually, I checked this last night. So as of last night, the most viewed episode was the one with Antonio. It has 221 views on it.
He is now the king.
He is the reigning champion. Randy is behind him, and then Gerard, and then Tim. Those are the orders of the guests. And like we always said, man, if you guys have a certain guest that you want on, just let us know. We're open to pretty much anybody.
Also, just to shamelessly promote some of our guests, Tim Woods, Simply Perfection, Pro Wrestling South, they're around. Go see them
They usually do stuff.
at the Armory.
Yeah, they do it like every other weekend or something.
Yes, so go see them wrestle. It's a lot of fucking talent out there that's just going by the wayside because people don't support this anymore.
And then, speaking of other guests, Gerard, whenever he works on some new music, we will let you guys know.
We will. Post that shit.
And
That's another dude, Gerard Patton. Super underrated as a rapper.
yeah, him and Antonio should get together.
They should. I feel like if Antonio, if you're listening to this,
Both of you.
collaborate.
They are both open to being guests again, though.
Dude, we should get them both on at the same time.
Oh my god.
Yeah. And then just have like a rap battle.
Well, I wonder if we can do that next week. Not making any promises.
None.
So don't set it in stone yet.
But it is an idea.
But maybe next week we'll have Gerard and Antonio.
Yeah.
There was also a possibility that Trevor was going to be here today.
Dude, Trevor?
But
That
that
would have
didn't
been sick.
Because him and Randy were hanging out, and I was like, well, I mean, if you guys are still hanging out whenever we do the podcast, like, Trevor can be on it, like, that's fine. But I don't guess they ended up hanging out because Randy had to do fucking laundry. So eventually, we're gonna try and get Trevor on here because I can still say who these people are because I'm almost 100% sure the people that watch this are still local and know us personally. So the plans so far that we just made up is next week, Gerard and Antonio. That will be the first episode to have two guests at once.
On the same platform.
Possibly. Don't take our word for it. One or the other will be here definitely because they both asked me when they're going to be back on. So one or the other will definitely be here, possibly both of them. And eventually Trevor will be on here. And we got to talk Thomas into coming on.
Oh, yeah.
We got to talk Thomas into coming on.
He's scared of his thoughts being on the internet, though, so until we get him over that...
Well, the thing is, too, he was fine with the audio. He doesn't want the video. So if he's on, he can just wear the mask that we got.
Yeah, the mask that says God.
Yeah, so they can't. I don't think they can read it.
They can't, but it does say God on it.
So that comes from The Purge, the first or the second one, I can't remember. It had the one dude that had the baseball bat, and he had the mask that said God on it. So I was him for Halloween one year. That's the baseball bat I used. Good old Louisville Slugger. All natural wood.
Swinging with the Louisville Slugger, I won't back down. That's the only part of that song I remember.
What song is that?
It's by Mad Child. It's called Brain Dead.
This is real wood, too. I paid not that much money for this.
That looks like real wood. I'm gonna knock on it real quick. I have bad luck.
Knock on wood. But yeah.
You know... Things are gonna start looking up.
I don't want to jinx it, but I think there was a knock at the door just now.
Go find out. I'll go find out.
Possibly.
I feel like a dog right now. I'm like, who needs to...
Let's see what's happening. I was wrong. It was Stephanie closing a cabinet.
I was like, oh my god.
Oh, so I don't know.
Me either, dude.
We may just do this episode as episode 3 of season 2, and maybe when Randy gets here, we'll record like a bonus episode.
Yeah.
We'll start doing bonus episodes again. That's what we'll do. I forgot to even mention that because we only did 1 or 2, but we're gonna start doing live bonus episodes every now and then, just for your viewing pleasure. I guess we could split it up though, like maybe end this one now, and this would be like part 1. Then when Randy gets here, we can do like a 40-minute part 2.
This is all the viewing pleasure anybody needs.
Seth flopping his dick keys around.
Yeah, but we can do that.
I think we should. I think that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna end this episode, but do not worry. Hopefully Randy will be here. So if there's only one upload for today, that's why, because Randy was an ass and didn't show up.
Yeah.
So we're gonna end this one.
Much love.
Sorry that this one's kind of short, but hopefully Randy will be here and you'll have at least another half hour of entertainment.
Of 2 guys you don't know.
Talking to another guy
that you don't know.
That's what the show's all about, people.
It's about confusion and consciousness.
We're here to bring you the goods.
Yeah, and believe me, I have a stash.
We all do.
Of goods.
We all got it.
If there are any beautiful young ladies who would like to be a part of this conglomerate.
Because Seth is single now.
Yeah.
Hit him up.
You know, I like long walks on the beach. And, don't make this hard.
Oh, man. But yeah, but no, seriously, if there is not another episode uploaded today, thank you guys, as always, for watching. And like I said, don't bank on it yet, but hopefully next week, Gerard and Antonio will be here with us.
And also remember, life is too short not to realize that you can survive with one kidney.
And one testicle, because Lance Armstrong does it.
Drink hard. Drink hardy.
Oh!
Drink Buck Hardy.
Bye, guys.